It's Nikki from Two Tribes Primal Living.
And I'm over here.
And the Apache is behind you. We are out here today. Albert decided that he's ready to get back on board with regular kettlebell training. And so we decided to start today with his regular kettlebell training. So I kind of made him commit to a time. I said, yes, we'll do it.
We work so much. We work, hauling wood, chopping wood.
Functional stuff.
I mean, by the end of the day, just hiking around this place, we're spent. So.
We get the cardio, we get the metabolic, we get the functional training, we get the mobility, the strength. You get muscle endurance, but you don't actually get a whole lot of strength or constant cardio or metabolic. So that's what we're kind of going to do today, and see how he feels, see how I feel.
Yeah, she'll probably kick my ass today because it's been a while. She trains pretty regularly, and I kind of just work until I can't work anymore. And by the end of the day, I'm pretty spent.
Pretty spent.
So, got to get back into strength. Can't let go all the progress that I've had just go away. So, it's gonna suck for me, but it'll be all right. I'll survive.
This will be my first workout outside.
Yeah.
Since we've been here, so 6 months. You've worked out a few times outside.
So what we've got written on the card.
The card.
Is 4 rounds, 30 swings, 35 and 53, 15 goblet squats at 53.70, and then 15 sumo dead high pulls at 53 and 70 for 53 for her, 70 for me. So I'll probably die, but we'll see how it goes. So the first part of our torture here, or our delight, is going to be 30 swings. We're going to start off with 30 swings. So it's not for time, it's just for reps. Good reps, solid reps. So we'll get going. Heart rate's up. That didn't take long. You can keep going as you want. I feel like I'm about to sit on the kettlebell.
Where you at?
I'm at 10. I got 5 more. So the altitude still has its effect on me. My legs aren't burning yet, though. Just having a hell of a time breathing. I'm done with those. Those sucked. These aren't too bad.
No. No.
She can get out. All right. All right, 3 more rounds to go.
Rounding out round 2. Whew.
I'm feeling it. Definitely not like back home. Sweating is an issue. I'm starting to sweat. Not like I was. What do you think the temperature is here?
It's probably in the low 70s.
70s, probably about 5:45 our time. But the oxygen is just the problem. I'll scoot back. Are you on swings or
I'm
sumo dead
on
high?
my last set of squats.
Okay.
That's 5.
Well, I'm going 5-5-5. Kai, it's okay.
It's not thundering.
That's why she left last time,
Why?
because I was doing a hit.
Oh. Kaya, no. Stay. Back in. Good girl. Good girl. So for those of you who don't know what he's doing, these are called Sumo Deadlift high pulls. They work inner thigh, quads, shoulders, core, glutes. Shoulders, I already said that. And metabolic, so they get your heart rate up.
Oh, shit.
And what I'm doing is a goblet, 3, 4, 5, squat. I think those are the hardest because they decapacitate you in terms of breath, so they're harder to breathe. Swings are fairly easy. Sumo deadlift high pulls are pretty easy, but you get to the squat and it is a marriage of strength and cardio. And he's doing the basic Russian kettlebell swing. If I had to pick any exercise It was total body next to the burpee. Burpee doesn't give you strength. This one gives you excellent cardio, fat burning, glute strength, inner thigh strength, core strength, hollow lower posterior chain. Got through it. 4 rounds of 30 kettlebell swings, 15 goblet squats, and 15 sumo deadlift high pulls. That is a 35-pound bell for swings, 53-pound bell for the rest. And one of the things being out here, it's extremely easy, especially for a female, to go, hey, I don't feel like it today. I don't feel like it today. A lot of you guys say that back at home, wherever home may be for you. I don't feel like it today. Showing up, no matter what's going on, it takes a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of bravery. But, men have a natural amount of bravery, a natural amount of courage, perseverance. But women innately don't. I gotta sneeze. Women innately, sorry. Women innately don't have that. I'm not saying women don't have it. It's just, it's not a natural trait. We tend to like, oh, I got to take care of the kids first. Oh, I got to do this first. And we put ourselves till the very, very last. And when we do that, unless you are a gym owner, it's probably not likely. Even if you have a gym in your garage, you probably are like, oh, let me wait till the end of the day. And then you're exhausted. And then you got some coach emailing you going, hey, did you get your 3 workouts in this week? You know who you are. So that ability to show up and finish and do, you're talking three workouts a week. So I try to give myself 4 to 5, 3 good strength workouts, and 2 cardio, metabolic, something like that. This week I've decided to kind of step up my game, and I'm going to really put in for 5 cardios a week and 5 strength days a week. So cardio and strength will have to go in some days. But how you feel?
I'm getting through my last round.
So, part of being off grid as a woman is having to be capable, and I can't stress that enough. Men will work themselves until the very last second, but women will just check out. We just decide. I have a few girlfriends who they're part of my soul. One of them was my coach when I was powerlifting. But these women, they show up and they do the dirty work and they reap the benefits of it, and then and that's what it's all about. It's very hard to be an off-gridder, to live in this environment. It's a beautiful environment. It's great to vacation. But a lot of you flatlanders, you wouldn't be able to breathe. You'd come up here and you'd be like, oh, I can't breathe. You wouldn't be able to hike and do all these great things. You'd have to adjust. And to maintain that, you have to stay consistent. And so I think, the work off-grid, chopping wood, hauling wood,
stacking logs, digging
holes, hauling rock, yes, all that stuff. Yes, that keeps you fit. You are bicep curling, you are overhead pressing, you are squatting, you are doing anti-rotation movements like you would a landmine. There's a lot of physical work out here. And the men, they take it on. That's why he can get away with doing fewer workouts than I can. Sometimes I sit in the cabin and I'm writing or writing programs or something. So I have to maintain that capability. We'll go on walks in the evening, which is really nice actually. That's a good way to de-stress and to lower your cortisol levels. Cortisol is associated with stress, which is associated with holding on to belly fat.
But just walking out here.
Yeah, just walking out here is like walking on a treadmill, like this.
Everything's uphill,
Everything's
over rocks.
uphill, yeah. And it's excellent. It's excellent. So, I love when we can get together and we can do this kind of stuff together because we work together all day, every day. But being able to get our workouts in as a team is, as a husband and wife, as a pair of off-gridders,
as coaches, strong first coaches,
as a Viking and the Apache. Well, so two tribes, it's what we do, and it's a wonderful thing. So yeah, he's rounding out the last. You on your sumos?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling? How's your breath? He's sweating.
We'll talk about that when I'm done.
Yeah, he's sweating. So back in where we came from, back in Texas, the weather at this time of year, obviously you guys that are back there or in some of those southern states, you know, you're burying through the 101, 106 degree days with whatever humidity. He would sweat so bad. I'm not a sweater.
But I could breathe.
But he could breathe. Up here, there's not, I mean, he's sweating right now, but he's not like sweating.
Yeah, I'm not drenched.
But the breath, you know, and that's why cardio is so important. People will like shirk cardio. They're like, I don't need cardio. I'll just lift some weights. I'll do some bicep curls. And it's so important for the heart muscle to keep it strong, but to keep it in endurance capability. And endurance it's the difference in being able to do all 15 sumo deadlift high pulls in a row, or having to do what I did and break it up into 5s to catch my breath in between sets. So I did 5, I rested 5, count, did 5, rested 5, count, did 5. And, you know, back home, I could have probably busted through, 30?
Yeah.
No problem. So that's kind of the difference. So you have to keep your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system in excellent health up here. And just walking around doesn't do it.
So I'm going to finish up these last 10 that I got, and we'll be back and summarize.
Absolutely. This is the easy one.
Yeah.
Let's go. Good.
4, 3.
Good. Come on, bust through it. 5 more.
5.
Good. 4 more. Good. 3 more.
3.
Excellent. 2 more.
2.
Good. 1 more. Set her down. Woo!
So, in conclusion, that was horrible.
You want a little drink?
No. As she was saying, being out here, it is not like you got set schedules. It's hard to have set schedules. Talk about that a little bit.
So out here, you know, we wake up. Weather dictates a lot. Our night's sleep dictates a lot. And sometimes we wake up and we have to hit the ground running at 7 o'clock in the morning because we have to be in town at 8 and come back. So there is no 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or 30 minutes for lunch or an hour for lunch. There's no breaks. There's no set time or time clock, check in, check out. So a lot of people they have their set schedules and they work 8 to 8 shift, let's say 8 to 8. At least they can plan to get home, get a workout in, and then get some dinner. For us, we have to make the time. That's easy for us in some ways because if I say 5 o'clock, no matter what we're doing, I'll cut 4:30. It's like, hey, we need to stop. We need to clean up what we're doing. But I'm not done. We need to get this done. We have to make that time for it. And, you know, that's kind of what set schedules, we don't have them.
You do, I mean, because if the rain clouds start coming in and you've got tools and equipment out and you're working on a project, I mean, you can either push through, and sometimes it'll rain. It'll look like the biggest storm coming in, and it's just,
It don't even rain.
It's just a little trickle, and it's like, shit, I put everything up. And it's the same thing for out here. We live in the cabin, and we don't have a whole lot of room where we can both do a workout together. But we do have minimal equipment. We have a total of 8 kettlebells.
Yeah, we have a 35-pounder, a 45-pounder, a pair of 53-pounders, a pair of 70s, and a pair of 97s.
Yeah, but
And then
you
a
know,
pair of
so
dumbbells.
body weight training. I did find a pull-up bar. I need to put a pull-up bar up so that we can do pull-ups and toes to bar and you know, different calisthenics training that we did when we had our gym. But you know, for the most part, it's just and I know a lot of people because of this COVID thing with gyms being closed and other people who just don't want to come into contact with other people, but they want to continue to train and stay fit. And lack of equipment should never be an excuse to be healthy and strong. There are so many ways you can train to be strong and capable, and you don't need any weights. You just need a good coach and the determination or you know, just the know-how. And you know, that's something that we implement. And you know, while we're working, let's say we're digging a hole or post hole digging or chopping wood or loading wood, we have a tendency to want to include good form in those movements, even though we have tasks to complete. You know, using good form, not picking stuff up with your back hunched, and actually practicing a deadlift. The good form,
functional deadlift.
Yeah, functional deadlift in good form. And you know, the other thing people don't think about is, let's say you're left-handed or you're right-handed and you're digging a hole or unloading a load of dirt or loading a load of dirt. You have a tendency to work either more of the left side and forget about the right side. So
you have to switch it up.
You have to switch it up, otherwise you end up imbalanced in your core. You can develop imbalances in your core as well too, which leads to back problems and you know, thoracic spine problems, neck problems.
You know, it's really funny about, he mentioned, you know, with the COVID thing and shutting down of a lot of the gyms or limited access or, you know, whatever. A lot of people have given up because they need this high-end equipment. They need, you know, like I said, unless you own a gym, you're probably not going to have access to a whole bunch of high-end equipment. There's stuff that you can use. That's why we love the kettlebells, because it's such a small, compact, easy. I can take one into the cabin and do what I need to do there, and I do. But you can also use things like tires, which sounds kind of corny, but you know, you can deadlift a tire, a heavy tire, or you can use little tires. You can do tire carries. There are so many things. I train people. And I have some people, a lot of people they come into access. They've got access, my clients, our clients. But some of them, they kind of got on the raw end of the whole purchase and equipment deal. And so now it's almost impossible to find equipment.
Yeah.
So they don't have kettlebells. They don't, or maybe like light ones. So we use a lot of strategies like, hey, do a pull-up on the barn door. You can use a towel over a really sturdy tree branch. You don't have to have a pull-up bar. Right now, before he puts up ours, I'm doing pull-ups in the greenhouse on the whatever
rafters.
The rafters. Fabulous. And I'm getting my pull-ups in. I feel great. So you don't have to have expensive equipment.
Yeah, and I know a lot of you fat boys out there have Yeti coolers. Those Yeti coolers ain't just for sticking beer and food, and you can do
earn your brewskis.
You can do plyo box workouts with those Yeti coolers.
Step up, jump up.
I have a couple of guys that I train, and they use their Yeti coolers for box jumps and box dips and whatever else they can implement that box for.
One of them kind of built his own kettlebell, didn't he?
One of my guys, Scott, he built his own kettlebell. He didn't have a kettlebell, but he used a galvanized pipe and built his own kettlebell. So, you know, the innovation, if you're a smart person and you have the desire, I mean, anything's possible.
Yes.
You know, the other thing is nutrition. You know, this morning she made some badass omelets. And I mean, they were duck eggs, 3 duck eggs each. We had some organic cheddar cheese, bacon, some basil, and some tomatoes. And midday, both of us were kind of like
exhausted.
Shit, why don't we have any
so
energy?
tired.
I didn't have any energy. Well, at 9,000 feet, your body needs carbohydrates.
It
I mean,
does.
because you're gonna we burn carbohydrates, and I had to actually eat some carbohydrates, some simple carbs, just to get my energy levels up, because you can't run on just fat and protein up here. We're down in the flatland. It's a lot different.
I think we've said it before. Roughly 70% of our caloric intake, 70%, we had to learn this through trial and error and then consultation, has to come from carbohydrates.
Yeah, it has
70%.
to. Otherwise, we just don't have the energy to walk up from our cabin to where our vehicle is, to where the chicken coop, to where the greenhouse is, and everywhere around us. This is the flattest piece of land that we can find out here to actually do workouts on, where we're not either leaning forward, leaning back, or to the side. So we have to drag everything up here and do our workouts out here, so weather permitting.
So nutrition, carbohydrates is really important, you know, and not just up here though. I mean, wherever you are, wherever you live, being mindful of your body, how your body processes foods, how you feel when you eat. Eating, you know, we were talking about what'd you say? No one can survive on broccoli and chicken breast.
Chicken and rice.
Chicken, rice, and broccoli.
That's fucking torture.
It is depressing. It yields amazing results if you don't have any taste buds and you really don't care. But
about life,
it's very
that's
very
a vanity
depressing
thing, though.
So we don't subscribe to that. You know, you can actually have some flavorful food and variety of it and still maintain a very very good nutrition plan to fit whatever competition or whatever thing you're doing. But you know, moderation is something we implement out here. We enjoy our activity. And we enjoy our cookies.
Yeah.
We enjoy our good meals, and we enjoy our pizza, and we enjoy our salads. So, you know.
So we came up with a weight loss program the other day. We're just joking. You want to lose weight in 4 months? Eat whatever you want. Come live up above 9,000 feet. You live up above 9,000 feet. How many calories do you burn a day just existing?
It's around 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day.
Just existing. That doesn't include any activities. So I've lost weight since I've been up here. She's lost weight, and we eat. I mean, sometimes we just don't give a shit what we eat, because it's like I need the calories. I need the energy up here, and so if you want to join our weight loss program.
Come up here.
Come up here for 4 months, and
we'll get you. You'll drop some pounds. You at first, it's like your first month, you can't even process oxygen right, and everything is an effort. So you like lose muscle mass, but you lose a lot of weight initially. Yeah. I put a little bit back on because I got back to my strength training, but it took, you know, I probably dropped about 15, 18 pounds.
I don't even know what I weigh anymore. So
it's like his clothes fall off. A lot of my shorts will fall off. But we feel good.
Yeah, we just wanted to share our training session with you guys, and hope that, you know, if you're struggling with a workout program, or you're displaced because this pandemic shit going on around the world, and you've lost your job, and you've lost your drive, and you've lost, you know, interest in bettering yourself, and strength wise, mentally, physically, even spiritually, you know, physical training can definitely get you back on track.
Absolutely.
And make you feel like you're worth something.
It lowers the incidence of depression. So it helps. Physical activity helps with depression. So when the world is kind of closing in on you, movement, especially something like this, you have to focus on this, and you can't think about. And
it's a challenge that doesn't involve anybody else except you.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, nobody can eat for you, nobody can eat good for you, nobody can train for you, nobody can train well for you, nobody can. And
it's all about you. You're not competing with anyone. You're not in a race or first place or medals or any of that. You're just working for you.
Just to be a stronger you, a better you. So we're going to leave it there, and
like, subscribe.
Yeah, and hit the notification bell, and drop us a comment. Let us know what you think.
Good big muscles.
All right. Take care.
Bye.